and welcome to my channel about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado. Today, we're talking about Glendale, Colorado. Let's get into it. Hey, I'm Katie Martineau, also known as the Real Estate Gal. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time I release a video, which is twice a week. I am teaching all things about Colorado, best places to check out if you are moving from out of state, if you already live here, things to do with your friends and family. We're going to be covering all of it, so you got to hit that subscribe button. And also, I mentioned that my nickname is Katie the Real Estate Gal. I am a licensed real estate agent in this state, so if you need help with buying, selling, or anything in between, I'm your gal, would love to help you, so please reach out whatever way you prefer. Call, text, or email. The number is on your screen. But in the meantime, let's talk about Glendale, Colorado. So first off, we're always going to start off with location. It is about 10 minutes away from downtown. It is an enclave in Arapahoe County, and there's a lot of different surrounding neighborhoods, such as Cherry Creek is the biggest one. You have Montclair, University Hills, Quarry Merrill, Hilltop, University Park, Balcaro, and Glendale is just a small little pocket. It is only 0.6 square miles, but it is super densely populated with 4,600 people. So it is pretty small, but it has a lot to offer and a lot of people that go here, or at least they're driving through. Now, there's not a ton to do, kind of self-explanatory in Glendale because it is so tiny, but there are some features that are nearby that it's going to scream that you're in Glendale if you drive by them. The big one that I always know when I'm in Glendale is the huge Target. As mentioned in another video, I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and that's where Target headquarters is, so this is a perfect Target. It has grocery, shopping, pharmacy, really nicely spread out and very well kept. Now, the Cherry Creek Mall isn't exactly in Glendale, but it is right next door. So a lot of people that are going to the mall are going to be passing through Glendale. Now, the mall has a ton to offer. It's one of the largest malls in Colorado, and it has an actual mall kind of shopping center where there are multiple stories and a ton of different stores to choose from. And then there's also the outdoor area of Cherry Creek as well. In that area, you're going to find a lot of designers, studios for artists, hairdressers, massages, nail salons, that boutique and definitely upscale feel. There's a lot of different hotels around there as well. The Clio Hotel just opened up, and they are attached to Toro Restaurant, which is a restaurant that I would love to recommend. The Mercado Margarita is one of my favorites. It comes out with a yellow cocktail with a pink hibiscus foam on top, and the pink foam just melts into the cocktail. It makes a really beautiful hot pink color. They also have one of those chocolate spheres that you drop while the server drops it on a clear placemat. It has 3 different types of ice cream in it, and it's a piece of work. Very sweet. Highly recommend that you share that with a lot of people, but a place to check out if you're in the Cherry Creek area. The Cherry Creek area also offers a ton of things to do. If you are living in the Glendale area, you can take some of the bike trails or walking paths to get there. Just like the park that I'm at today, it's an absolute beautiful day outside today. And I would say it's about a 30-minute walk to go from Glendale to the Cherry Creek area. There is the Cherry Creek Arts Festival, which they close off the streets. They bring in food trucks, some really high upscale vendors that do art and jewelry, and that's a couple-day event that is perfect to do outdoors. The Cherry Creek area, they also have a tree lighting ceremony in the winter with free hot chocolate and beautiful twinkle lights, and there's a ton of development that's still happening in Cherry Creek as well, with more stores coming in and apartment complexes and condos being built. Another thing to go check out that is right next to Glendale is the 4 Mile Historic Park. It's a local history museum, and the park includes historic buildings such as schoolhouses, a blacksmith shop, and a barn that was built back in 1859. This location served as a stagecoach stop and a tavern on the Cherokee Trail, and it's one of the oldest standing structures that's in Colorado. I feel like there's not a lot of historic places to stop at when you're on the east side of 25. A lot of the history is going through the mountains, kind of on the western side of Colorado. So this is a really cool historic place to check out if you're living over in this area. They have educational programs, they have events. It is outdoors, or at least the events are outdoors. So plan accordingly on a very nice day to go check out some of the history of Colorado. one of the final reasons that people come to Glendale is Infinity Park. It is the first rugby-specific stadium that can host 5,000 fans. The Glendale Raptors play at Infinity Park, and it brings a ton of people in for other reasons other than just sports. There's a ton of events that are held there. I used to work for a catering company as an event planner, and there is this gorgeous kind of ballroom-esque venue that's inside Infinity Park. And the coolest thing about it is it has a 360-degree screen. So one of the events that I remember hosting is when guests arrived, the theme was a winter wonderland, and so they had snowflakes falling on every single screen, and it completely transformed. So it actually felt like a winter wonderland. Another reason to check out Infinity Park is because they do a summer movie series and have a giant blow-up screen and host different movies for you to come check out with the kiddos or just lay down a blanket and enjoy the featured film. Another thing to note that does bring a little bit of traffic is that Glendale is home of Shotgun Willie's. Shotgun Willie's is a strip club, and it is owned by a gal named Debbie. She is one of the sweetest people. She is married to the mayor of Glendale, and his name is Mike Donovan. I've also met him. Super great guy, super down to earth, really friendly and kind. And you can tell that Glendale is a place that he really cares about. Now, another cool little fact is the Donovan Castle that is located towards the mountains. And like I said, I was an event planner for a catering company, and so I used to plan weddings at Donovan Castle. It is like a legit castle, or at least it appears that way. There is a hike that goes by it. It's a pretty easy hike. It practically could be paved, and it's relatively flat, but it's called Lair the Bear is the hike that goes by Donovan Castle. And there is a little moat that goes around the castle, and they have one of those giant wheels that gathers power based off of the running water. So the event venue is in the kind of basement area, and then Mike and Debbie live up top. Super cool. Seemed like it was actually like a legit castle, and I did a Renaissance festival themed wedding there. So there was a ton of people dressed like Jon Snow walking around. There were people that had little elf ears and fairies. It was super, super cool. But anyway, fun fact about Glendale, and just know that there is a little bit of traffic due to Shotgun Willie's being right next to that huge Target that I had mentioned before. Another thing that you're actually going to see in Glendale, but it is not located in Glendale, is the Greek Orthodox Cathedral. It is this huge, gorgeous gold dome that you're probably going to see in some of my drone footage. So that'll bring a little bit of traffic throughout this area as well. So let's talk about the style of homes that you're going to find in Glendale. You're not going to find a lot of single family homes, which might be kind of obvious because that 0.6 square miles that Glendale has a population density of about 5,000 people. Now, earlier in the video, I did say 4,600. There's a couple different statistics that are between 4,600 and 5,200 people, but just know that there's a lot of people located in Glendale. So quite obviously, the style of home that you're gonna find the most is condos and apartment complexes. Now, the price point for Glendale condos is gonna be a little bit lower than the MLS average of $435,000 for the attached style. Glendale's average price point is going to be around $350,000 for a condo. Now, when I was pulling up the statistics in the MLS, there are some single family homes that are labeled as the style of home, but when you click into it, really it should be the multifamily if you're going to be looking at duplexes, townhomes, and condos. You're not going to find homes that have a yard. There's just not enough space for it. And real quick, I do want to cover what attached means. So if you can imagine a duplex, let's just say, you have one home that is attached to another. So that's what I mean by attached style. If it was a single family home kind of standalone with a yard, I'm going to call it detached style. And when agents enter in different statistics into the MLS when they are listing a place to sell, not all agents are created equal. So they could accidentally check the wrong box or maybe leave out information that some agents are very meticulous in including. So it always pays to dive in a little bit deeper and click into something and have it reviewed. And And by saying that, if you want to see what is available in Glendale right now, please reach out to me with my contact information below. I can set up a free search for you, or just send a one-time "here's what's available." And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that so that you get notified every time I release a video, which is twice a week. On to the next neighborhood next week. Enjoy the beautiful April weather that we are seeing in Colorado, and I'll see you next week.